Hello, diecast fans, and welcome to another brand new episode of Jim's magnificent miniature motor cars. For this episode, we will be unboxing this lovely Alfa Romeo GT1600 from the folks at Tomica Limited Vintage. Okay, I almost referred to this as a Tomica Limited Vintage Neo, but it seems that the Neo nomenclature is reserved for modern cars, which this car quite emphatically is not. It's from the 60s, late 60s if I'm not mistaken. So it is definitely not a Neo car. Anyway, it comes in this lovely plastic sleeve, which I'm trying not to damage here. Ugh, it's not comfortable. And well, let's see the car inside. Alrighty, hold on. I'm gonna mess this up. This is such a beaut of a car. I would hate to mess up the packaging. Since I really would. So here we are. There we go. That was a lot harder than it should have been. Anyway. All right, so here we go. Oh, lovely vintage piece. Okay, and yeah. No. Oh my goodness, diecast fans, you got a winner here. So, very unobtrusive, very unassuming piece, but nonetheless. So we have under here the Alfa Romeo GTI, and it's really spectacularly well done. Except, much to my surprise, dear diecast fans, this is apparently not a new casting at all. It says right here under the underbody that this dates back to, what am I looking at here, 2019? I did not know that, diecast fans. So this is apparently some kind of re-release. And the Japan re-release too, because to the best of my knowledge, Italian cars are not traditionally right-hand drive. But for some reason, this Alfa Romeo is. That's a curious thing, but well, I mean, is what it is, right? Or, you know, anyone who knows if Italian cars were at one point right-hand drive, please let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of surprised by this, because I'm more inclined to believe that this is a Japan edition of this car. But just please correct me if I'm wrong, if in your native Italy they were actually right-hand drive cars. But anyway, so what do I think of it? Well, fortunately, this wasn't a particularly pricey model. It went for about, what, give or take 1,000 Philippine pesos. Slash the graphics so you see how much that is. So no, it was not as pricey as TLVNs tend to be. And it's still got the nice spring suspension that we normally get on TLVNs. That said, if I may do a little bit of nitpicking, the box, okay, the box on the box, the car sports a side mirror. Now, for cars like this, usually Tomica Limited Vintage does this annoying thing where they enclose a plastic side mirror that customers are meant to glue on. Now, they didn't do that here. And I'm kind of grateful. That they didn't, because I wouldn't have glued it on anyway. Because look at that. See, there's no hole to fit the mirror. So it's quite pointless to have it, to glue it on. Also, it appears to be, as was the case in the 60s, a mirror on one side of the car, right? But the steering wheel is on the right hand side, so it doesn't make sense that there's a mirror on the left hand side but not on the right hand side. In short, dear diecast fans, there is some logic to there not being a mirror on either side of the car. Anyway, before I finally rate this car, let's have a look at the real thing, and maybe in my searching I will determine if this car was a native right-hand drive or a Japan edition right-hand drive. So let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, well, this car is lovely, as is really typical for TLVN. But you know what? It doesn't exactly sing to me. I mean, doesn't blow me away the way some of their other cars have, like the JDM cars, such as the GTR or the Honda NSX. Still though, it is a good solid piece of work. And as such, I'm gonna go ahead and give this an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I like it a lot. Don't quite love it. All right, and that's it for this unboxing. I do hope you folks enjoyed this episode. If you like what you see, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe and hitting that notification bell.